over the years. We won a lot of games, and you take it for granted. We've been on a bad run here, so it's good to kind of get the monkey off our back and get a win here at home, get an OVC win. We knew it was coming. We know this. We've all talked about it. We're 1 or 2 plays away of sitting here with a lot different situation, but you're not. So anyway, just talk about tonight. Very, very proud of our defensive staff. Very proud of our staff. I saw, now that offense has struggled all year long, okay, but at least they struggled again. We held them 262 yards, 10 points, and very proud of our kids. And we had a couple guys out. Perez was out, starting safety. Aaron Sims went out. Some other guys stepped up and made some plays. So anytime you hold any college team to 10 points, it's a good day. Yeah. All right, offensively, the game plan now, don't get me wrong, was to make them beat us, make their offense beat us. And now you like to score 24, 28 points, right? And it's been a lot harder. But, we ran the ball enough, 200-something yards, 228 yards. Now 45 carries is probably too many. Probably should, open it up a little bit more, but didn't want the turnover bug to play a factor in the game. It almost did. We gave them a short field, and the defense did a great job going out there getting a stop. They were good. They scored 3 touchdowns on special teams. We did a nice job of hemming them up, and the goal returner is outstanding. So we're proud of our kids on that. Proud of how we handled it. The lightning delay went out there and let them score, give them credit. But it was good to finish a game with us on offense and putting those 2 first downs together. Or then they got the pass interference and allowed us to end the game. It's been a while since we've done that. So very pleased, and we'll go fight TSU next week.
Coach, you mentioned the 4th down stop where they had started at the 10-yard line, and there's also one where you force them into a long field goal instead of a touchdown. Maybe. How much of that is strategic? How much of it's sort of mental preparation? What explains all that?
I think a little bit of it is, we just in some spots, they've had trouble protecting quarterback all year. They've given up 21 sacks, and I don't know, did we have any tonight?
Yeah, you had about 4.
Yeah, that's why the sprint out and the sprint draws. Okay, so but once again, you still got to do it. And at some point there, that team beat Tennessee State 10-7. I got beat by Tennessee State 10-7. That, had a chance for beating Murray last week. So they do a nice job keeping themselves. Don't let too many big plays beat them. But when you get stops, like you said, the defense continue to gain confidence.
It looked like one of those kind of old-time game plans. You talk about game planning and that kind of stuff, and having the defense making their offense beat the defense.
Yeah.
But offensively, and you talk about running the ball, shorten the game, keep them on the sideline.
And it may not be like that this week. It just, now the first drive went like it was supposed to go, right? We threw a couple passes and boom, 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 boom. And then we went back out there and you couldn't get those first down runs going. And then, our center went out. We didn't have tops the whole second half. All right, so those first drive of the second half, I don't know if you saw, but out of the gun, the ball rolled back there. So Axeline, got it figured out after that and settled in, and he had played center in several weeks now. So, muddy on offense, but, like I said, strategically it was played close to the best. That's why that last drive out there, I said, we're not going to – they do a nice job in the run, stopping the run. And so that's why the first down, we pass on the first down, we went boot, play action on the second down, and back-to-back first down. So that was huge for us to get out of that hole and flip the field. And then they made them burn their timeouts, and they were ready to put the game away.
You mentioned the offense. Jared played the whole game. Can you just kind of assess sort of what kind of job he did, at least leading the effort, in your opinion?
Dylan was a little bit banged up from last week, but Jared, I just have a lot of confidence in him, and he didn't play a perfect game, but he's just tough, and he gives us some leadership, and he'll continue to be the starter, and we'll keep going.
I know this is the Boo's biggest game in a while, if not the whole season. How much did he need this just for his own,
Right.
benefit?
Well, we all did. One thing I'm proud of, he got his average up to 6.1. And I'm not so sure that when you watch this, when I see the tight, they may have been some runs they were missing. Okay, I'm just not real sure. If you look from the sideline, we're maybe missing some holes. And so, but he ran hard. The Boo competes. He's a good teammate. I thought LD, LD had 3 carries for 18 yards. So we've got some good running backs. I hate we didn't get Najee in the game today. Just how it went. It was more of a between the tackles. We couldn't get outside zone going. It was a game in between the tackles because, we hand the ball to the right, and their defensive line would turn and run to not let us run that stretch play. And they did a good job taking it away from us. So, you know, it's been 2 times since they've been here that we beat them, even though we beat them now 2 years in a row. So that's good. That's 1-0 when it started in York, and they'll play second leg this week.
I know it's an old cliche as far as something like this. Both teams had to delay 2 hours. Both teams had to play in certain kind of conditions. But how did that affect your game?
You know, this is the 3rd one in my tenure. Jacksonville State in 2006. We had a lightning delay, and we were up, and we held on. Continued to beat them 24-14 or something in the second half. The Memphis game. And then we had the lead, and of course, you know, they took it and scored. All right, but so maybe we're a weather team. Maybe that's what it is. So we're 3-0 in lightning delays. If that's what it takes to get us going, then bring the weatherman on next week.
Sounds like the players are pretty happy down there. What is it like for you to see that?
You know, it's just, guys, they worked hard. Like I said, your 2 plays, a missed call against Southeast Missouri, or a holding call, or, you know, it just, you know, you can put them in one hand and you're sitting here at 4-3. But you're not. So they're good. They needed that. I needed that. This program needed that. You know, you're only as good as your last game. We all know that. So we needed to win, and so, you know, we got what we got now. 4 more conference games left. So let's go play.
Thanks, Coach.